What's going on, YouTube? It's the weekend, and you know what that means. That we are starting off in the Hollow City inside of Cold Harbor because we have an exclusive weekend vendor as always, to discuss. So, starting us off, we have a beautiful Ragada throne with a red guard archway, red guard brazier. Do you notice a pattern? A red guard brazier with a stone marker. Gazebo. Is that a gazebo? I guess it is a gazebo. It looked kind of like a well. A shrine of Mara. Ooh. Wedding blossoms, wedding gazebo, and wedding pergola? Pergola? I'm going to be ripped to shreds in the comments. But this is actually a phenomenal golden vendor. This seat looks really good. This is definitely also something that's really good for building. This brazier, okay. 12,000 for a brazier, not too shabby. Not a huge fan of this. I do think this is okay. I can't easily tell how big this is, though. I'll probably have to buy one. But a Shrine of Mara, these things are amazing. And it's interactable, too. Now, not that that necessarily makes a whole lot of difference to you, the viewer. But the reason we talk about these is not just you for your home. What we do is we lie to ourselves, our viewers, and we say we're going to buy these things to resell them in the future, but we just put them in our own homes and then we forget that we promised ourselves that we were going to sell them in the future. That's the whole point. But a lot of these items do gain in value over time, just due to the fact that they're only sold randomly on random weekends throughout, a multi-year period. But that is the furnishing vendor. Now we go over to the big Mama Jama. And now we have the main big boy golden vendor. I also apologize. I feel like my shirt blends in with the background here. But we have the big boy golden vendor. And we start us off with Dune Ripper. Now, for those of you who may not be aware, Dune Ripper is unfortunately the poor man's fortified brass. So you may look at this and you think, that's not too shabby. I could use something like this. If you're looking at this and you're like, I'd use that. Build fortified brass. It's craftable. Unfortunately, that's just the unfortunate reality of this set. But Moon Hunter is a slept-on set. This set, I think, is highly amazing because it has really good uptime, and you will be hard-pressed to find a proc that's higher than 547 without having to do something a little bit more annoying than just proccing your alchemical poisons. This is a very, very cool set. I actually used this on Nightblade for a long time, and I still use it on some of my gank builds. I think it's actually a really good set, and it's 2, 3, and 4 also pair really well together. Necklace of Stendar. Unfortunately, there's just better versions of this these days. There's so many better negates. Also consider, too, that negating isn't always as good as it used to be because you have sets like Plague Break, now these days. So, got to keep certain things like that in mind. But when I was looking at Prisoner, I had an intrusive thought to myself. So, it reduces the cost of sprinting by 50%. But it does something even more incredible, and that's it makes it to where you restore 1035 magicka every 1 second. And I had a really intrusive thought because there is a set that actually, it's a mythical, that changes your sprint and your blocks from costing magicka, stamina, to now costing magicka. Sorry for the delays. My cat is trying to fight me. I put my dinner in this little container here, and she's like, what's in the container? And I'm like, no, don't lick the fork. I don't want to make another fork dirty. But I had that intrusive thought earlier of would that work together? Could you just sprint for forever and just regain your magicka the whole time? So I might test that out at some point. You certainly don't need to have a gold necklace to do that, but I thought that was pretty cool. But we actually get to a really good set here. I do obviously like Moon Hunter, but this is another one. Grothdar, you're going to be able to finish this off from the Vaults of Madness. An amazing set overall. Very good for AoE damage overall. Just a good set. Very good monster set pickup. And because it's a shoulder, it means you're guaranteed to get the light, medium, or heavy version you like. And we have the Raxdamas, which is from Darkshade Caverns 1. It's okay. That's how I would describe it. It could be worse. It could be better. Unfortunately, there's just better versions of sets that do this. If you are certainly looking to get into a very intro PvP monster set that gives you a little bit of health and restores your resources back to you, and you kind of want to have a little bit of a tankier-esque build with some regens, you could certainly use a set like this, but there are just so many better sets these days that I would not personally suggest it. My cat is fighting me now to get this food. So I'm gonna cut here. And I'm going to thank you guys all for watching. It's been a really fun week. It's been a really good weekend. I think this is a great weekend set to start us off with. Again, Moonhunter, Grothdar, and honestly, a Shrine of Mara will be the perfect pickups for you this weekend. And if you're looking, those gazebos as well as those structural items are also going to be really good in the future also because they just look great. So that's going to wrap up the old weekend vendor, and I'll catch you guys later. Bye, guys.
You better remember to like and subscribe to Jake Clips. Or you should. I might have to pluck your eyes if you don't. Or, better yet, I'll skip rope with your entrails. Do it now. Subscribe. Ta-ta. Off with you.
Thanks for staying around past the outro. Got my hair cut, for the video today. Actually, while on my lunch break, because sometimes I don't eat lunch because I don't know. Do you guys always eat a lunch on a lunch break? Now I feel like a psychopath for saying that. But it feels very productive to do like household items or, errands or things, on lunch breaks. Because you get a whole hour. So it's like, might as well do something, helpful or productive, so you don't have to do it later. But that is, that was the only thing I had to say, I guess. But tomorrow will either be a stream or a video. Haven't quite decided yet. It might depend on how the obstacle course is doing. So stick around for that. It'll definitely be see me tomorrow, though. Bye, guys.